In the process of editing my last video, I believe I have come up with an explanation for something that I've overlooked, which means I will have to be going back to good old Second Officer Keen's life pod. In the meantime, here's a brief montage of me being clueless. Hold on, Second Officer Keen, I'm on my way. I just gotta collect things from this debris. A light stick, the 10th one I found. What is? Okay. All right, now I suppose it's time to finally go help good old Officer Keen. First thing I'm going for is the data box. That's good. Did I maybe get the coordinates for the floating island from him? I think I did. Did he, by any chance? He did not have the coordinates for dry land. I thought he did. I was pretty sure he did have the coordinates for dry land, which was the floating island. I was really sure that one with good old Second Officer Keen, who's trying to look out for everybody like a good fella. I believe that one gave you the coordinates for the floating island. I mean, I know where it's at, but I was pretty sure that it did. First thing I'm going for is the data box. First thing I'm going for is the data box.
Integrating new PTA data. Integrating new PTA data.
I guess this thing was not. Apparently the data box was the first and only thing that I'd be getting. And also his thing was clearly using incomplete sentences. It was clearly busted open, but somehow I overlooked that the first time that I dropped by. So I've actually missed a crucial detail the first time I came down here, which is that there is actually an opening in the live pod, which I didn't even go into the first time, but
Signal
here we go.
Integrating new PTA
Probably,
Integrating new PTA data.
probably at least somewhat important, wouldn't you think? And see, now look at that. That's what I was talking about. I knew that the coordinates for dry land were with good old Officer Keen, and there they are. There's the floating island. The good news is it looks like it's starting to get towards daytime here, so I'm just gonna ascend to the surface here. Whoop. There's the floating island. So that was my mistake. I guess I was too interested in the data box to actually be more aware of my surroundings, which was a poor mistake. But here we are on the lovely floating island, finally getting out of that nasty, scary ocean. Oh.
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
But here's where we can get the grow beds, and we can kill these because they're just little pests. Get them. Little pests is what they are. I should have got the propulsion cannon to get rid of them, but I don't want to fight all of them right now. Here it is, the floating island. What I couldn't find, and I got a new radio message to go pursue here in a little bit once I get out of here. But here is the first of the 3 Degassi bases right here, which will be very useful for get. Nobody wants any part of you. There's another one around here somewhere. It's gonna sneak up on me. Is what it's gonna do. I hear it, but I don't see it. But anyways, There's one sneaking up on me. I guarantee it. But the grass is too tall. It might actually be inside the building.
New blueprint acquired.
Exterior grow bed. That's pretty essential. I'll get all these plants. But here's the most...
New blueprint acquired.
The real reason to come here, other than the food, which is the multi-purpose room.
New blueprint acquired.
There's that rascal cave crawler. And so see, there you can see off to the left is the large room, a large room partition. I guess from below zero in the multi-purpose glass dome, which, you know, in the large room glass dome. That's all very, so very nice. Get. All right. Gotta get the data.
Acquired.
Gotta get the data boxes. And then there's gonna be a creepy crawly. Get. Oh, I dropped. Get her. Okay. Grab that.
Integrating new PDA data.
Grab that.
Integrating new.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degazi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
This planet won't cause us any new problems. Yeah, that's gotta be. They don't know what's come for them. And then the very next log, he says it's not gonna storm. Is about a storm. So things don't they don't turn out very well, unfortunately, for the gassy friends. I'll get the food at the end because I do believe that it decomposes in your inventory. But I'm gonna eat some of these bad boys for now to get the old nutrition levels up. But then they got one observatory there and another there that you just can't see from this angle. So that means I'm heading up there for the goods.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
And see, there's the next Degazi habitat, which I know where it is, but I do think it's kind of more enjoyable to go in the port of the story. I really don't know my way around this island too well, but I mean, look how lush. It's just so lush in this area. I don't know if I've ever been in this portion of it. I just know you have to go up to get to their little observatories way up top. And I think that there's more PDAs. You just kind of gotta be careful. That's a bit of a drop. Just run a marathon and just whoo, right off the edge. I think there's more PDAs littered around the island. I don't know if it's necessarily the most important thing to acquire all of them. Hear that? There's sound effects of the rocks. The rocks falling off the cliff here. Here is the observatory, which is one of the best, most beautiful rooms in the game. Gotta get that. Got the bulkhead already.
Blueprint acquired.
We gotta get all those
New blueprint acquired.
plant pots. Here's another.
Integrating new PDA data.
I actually need to go down there as well, but as usual, I got a little too interested in the fragments and the things. See, I don't want to take everything because I don't want it to rot before I get where I need to go. You know, you understand. I'm gonna go over to the other mountain. It's kind of risky hurrying my way down. I gotta go to the other mountain to acquire. I can't remember what's in there. I think it's just a grow bed with some additional plant samples, but my memory may not serve me correct in its entirety. But I don't know why you'd build. I guess I could understand why you'd build observatories up here, but certainly not the farms, because you know this would be a pain in the hindquarters to get to in real life. Oh, would you look at that? The stasis rifle, only one of the most important items for going into those dangerous biomes. Like, look at this. Like, they don't even have a doorstep or anything. Just whenever it rains, they could just whoop right off the edge. I mean, they gotta be more careful, you know? Indoor grow bed, this is what I need. Or the interior grow bed. Yeah, here's the...
New blueprint acquired.
I almost missed that.
Integrating new PDA data. New PDA
This is
data.
gonna be where he talks about, okay, see, this is actually expiring. So, I'm gonna get all of these things. Did I get a fern? I got a fern. Those. A Jaffa cup. Alright. Those are the essentials. If I could find one more fragment of the stasis rifle up here, that would be absolutely incredible. But, you know, we gotta be thankful, you know. Gotta be thankful for what we can find. Could be a fragment or two scattered somewhere around these ruins here, but I guess not. I guess I got everything that I have been offered. Yeah. Alright. Then I'll go to the... There's a rendezvous point. This is for... I'm doing all the Degassi stuff and then the Aurora stuff. For the... Involving the Aurora, there's a rendezvous point where good old Officer Keene and that, the other characters, I can't remember their names. But of course they don't wait on me to show up. You know, they're long gone at this point. They're long gone. Long gone. Get gone. Right there. There it is. Okay. See, I'm looking around and I don't know where I'm just trying to ensure a safe route away from all those nasty little cave crawlers. You kind of just gotta be careful, but you just jump in. There's no risk. I believe that the deep Grand Reef is down there. You got your ancient floaters. Only reason why this island is an island.
Integrating new PDA data.
Okay, it's kind of getting kind of dark and all my stuff is expiring. So I'm going to get going before it all dies.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Transmission from Second Officer Keen. 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class Predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen. Out.
You're a good man, Officer Keene, but you made one fatal mistake. You didn't wait until we had a Cyclops or a Seamoth or something to get there, and sure weren't gonna wait on me, that's for sure. You just go with only 2 people to the dangerous Aurora of all places with those big dangerous eels. They're very rude creatures. And you went there all by yourself. I mean, my gosh. You know, I think we need to have a do-over. Look at these beautiful new base pieces that will make very nice looking bases in the future. Now this is not permanent, okay? This is going to be absolutely hideous for right now. This is going to be absolutely hideous, okay? But just, you know, be patient. You know, we're just putting it here for the sake of putting it here and having a food source. At least get those 2, and I don't think that any of those actually expire, and get a marble melon going. And then I think the only one I don't have is the bulbo tree, if I remember correctly, which I can go back and get. We'll drink that water bottle we found in like a abandoned ruins of somebody else's home, you know? That sounds like a great idea to me. The sparse reef just always kind of looks so intimidating whenever you go near it or down to it or whatever. But you just kind of have to remember that there's nothing there except for your favorite reef pack. It kind of can give you second thoughts about whether or not you want to keep pressing down on the W, you know, W key. Park right here. This is a different area. This isn't the main beach anymore. I need to go to the area between the 2 mountains, right over there. But the floating island I know has this little lagoon in the middle, and then it has kind of a little inlet, which is a good place to park the Cyclops if you did build a base here. But there's so much foliage. I mean, I know people have built bases here in the past. It'd be kind of crowded and cramped. Just ever so gently. We are walking around in mountains with literally flippers. I don't think you'd make it very far wearing footwear like that. You know, kind of the wrong environment to be using that kind of footwear. And did I not pick this up? My gosh.
Integrating new PDA data.
Miss all kinds of things when you don't go to the same place twice. At least if you're me. I got a lantern fruit. Now this is the bulbo tree, which I believe is a pretty good source of water. Yeah, it's alright, but the marble melon's better in really all regards. I'm sure there's some more PDAs somewhere along here, but they're probably pretty hidden in this kind of maze of twisted pathways through all this dense foliage. I mean, this jungle is just so thick in various places, even though this island really isn't that big. Here, I wish you could plant these. That would be awesome. These trees just look great. But here is the little inlet, separate from the kind of the middle lake area, which would be a pretty good place to park the Cyclops and maybe have a base right there. Just be kind of difficult to structure everything properly, I think. Can you scan this? No, you can't. I must have already done it. Groove clusters. Whenever you come to a new biome in this game, the number one thing you have to do is you have to scan all the things, you know? You have to scan all the things. I guess that's just a one of those stalagmites or stalactites hanging over there. There certainly wouldn't be any kinds of unknown creatures that haven't been spotted yet on this alien planet and these alien waters full of alien life, you know? Nothing of the sort. I think. Yeah, there's the edge of the Grand Reef right there, and I'm not particularly ready to go there because the warpers decided that was going to be their little home. Jeez. I'll show you. You always got to hit a biter when you see one. I mean, look at them. They're just like, those biters, they're just like vultures. They just prey on these poor fish. Jeez. Once you have this type of food established in the game, having the farms, then you're just about in ship shape. Now that I got the multi-purpose room, I can start making some actual legitimate expansions. Like, oh, look at that. It's beautiful, but I'll need some more hull reinforcements.
It may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
I'll put an interior grow bed right here. And that way, we can start, because that just looks bad. I just needed something for the time being to get and establish these plants in my base. I think the best thing to do would to have the lockers in here and maybe a farm in one more over so that it's just more accessible. So I'm gonna move all this stuff. I'm gonna move it into lockers here, but I'll just cut that out because that's probably not very exciting. Or I could just make it really fast so that they all just kind of show up. That could be a valid alternative. So I have a moon pool, I have a storage area, I'll have the stalkers and biters that want to eat me whenever I leave the front door, and then I'll have like a room full of the grow beds, and then really from there just have an unlimited supply of food. So I got a lot of those nasty, those nasty lockers are gone. These ones I'm not quite done with, but I got all these out of here just so this walkway is just a little bit nicer. And this one here I think is reasonable to have just because there's some moments whenever you're outside and you're just absolutely starving to death. So whenever you stumble into your base, you just need something to eat or heal up on or drink or something, you know. So I think that is justified. Somehow I'm also almost out of water again, but I'll worry about all these lockers and sorting at a different time because that's not really so exciting. I think for now I'm going to go check on that proposed Degassi habitat down in the... Oh, whoa. Jeez, down in the Jellyshroom caves on in this other grassy plateau. There might be another stasis rifle fragment there. This is the grassy plateaus that's literally right next to the back end of the Aurora. So you just kind of want to be wary about going too far that direction because the dangers that lie ahead are greater than anything we want to see really anytime soon. Here is the gassy base right here. It's always here. It never...
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Here I am trying to sound like an expert.
100 meters.
And
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
my sea moth's gonna get crushed. You know, that's not very masterfully sounding like, is it?
Meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
It probably would have been wise had I brought the rebreather. There's a little biter jerk. Go away. And then of course there's your little friendly neighborhood jelly. What are they called? The crab snakes. There's the other portion of the stasis rifle right there. Here it is. Boom.
New blueprint acquired.
That will be very beneficial, but you will not be very beneficial to have a relationship with, I'm afraid.
Integrating new PDA data.
Crab snakes, they're just none too friendly, I'm afraid. I really needed maybe
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
a depth module before I was going to attempt this. But that's okay. That's okay. Scan more things that I already have. Water filtration machine. I don't have to go inside to get it. That's the best part. Yeah, I was wondering. It's like, whoa, whoa. Hey there, buddy. Let's just kindly keep our distance. I hope one doesn't inhabit that one. Let's just keep our distance. I
30 seconds.
Won't bother you, and you won't bother me. That'll be our little... We can have a little deal about it. Does that sound like a good agreement? I sure hope so. I'd like to see if that has any
Passing 200
potential
meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
potential eggs inside of it, but it's really not worth it. Now, here's the kind of tricky part. Navigating through here. I already got that.
Integrating new PDA data.
That's like a default thing. Why am I trying to scan it?
Uploaded to PDA. Integrating new PDA data.
I'm like hunching down in real life trying to avoid these deadly stingrays. They're all, or stingrays, jellyfish. They're all over the place. Oh, keep low to the ground. Oh gosh,
Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new
let me
PDA
go.
Data. Oxygen.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Maximum depth
oh
reached.
my gosh.
Damage imminent.
Oh, and there was a crab snake trying to get me. I grew so silent. Oh my gosh. Phew. I didn't realize that you can't get in that, out on that side. Oh my gosh, my heart. I almost drowned. Phew. And there was did you hear it shouting, the crab snake? It was right on my tail. I could hear it behind me. But I don't think you can go in there. So this whole base only has one entrance? What kind of nonsense is that? I think I got the bed. Oh, I didn't get that data box. That was close. I already got those little rascals. They're real hateful. Really hateful little creatures. You just stay away, please. I love how there's no way to access this. Alright. I'm gonna get a new breath of air.
30 seconds.
And then I'm going to get...
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Yeah, that show you. One way to put you in your place. I'm gonna try to get that PDA and that observatory right there. And then, oh gosh. And then there's a data box in that, and you can only go in right there, which is absolutely terrible. I should have brought my rebreather. That's what the problem is.
Integrating new PDA data.
I should have brought my rebreather. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't get through. It's like common sense stuff. Is there gonna be another one? Okay, there's not. Thank
Integrating
goodness.
new PDA data.
Okay, I'm gonna go down, go back out. Whoa, hello. I'm gonna go down, go back out, go to the sea moth, get refilled again.
30 seconds.
I hear ya. I grew way too close to that the last time. You just stay over there doing whatever it is you're doing, maybe having a little dance move disco party. I'm not all too sure what's going on over there. But is there anything of value in there? Nope. There's only one entrance. I thought you could swim through that hatch, but I guess you can't. Like, what kind of story is that? You just stay in there. I'm minding my business. You mind yours. You know, we're both pursuing different goals here. Just be very mindful of the very dangerous. Are you serious right now? I don't know what that was, but it was completely and utterly useless. Oh, if I'd known that, I don't know if I'd have come all the way in here for titanium. I think I've got... Ooh. See, that took out a big chunk of my health, and I only touched it for a second. I just have to not encounter a crab snake on the way out.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull
Jeez.
damage imminent.
Okay, I got everything from that base. Jeez. There's all kinds of the gassy logs. You could just spend an hour listening to what they have to say, in all honesty. I think I've got everything of value from this base here. I'm just going to snag a couple of these fish that are unique to this. Oh, whoops. I'm going to snag... Oh, that's a biter. I can't snag him up. He'll just bite my hand. I don't think one
30 seconds.
inhabits this one. Is there potentially... No, there's no egg in here. That is the best news. Alright, I got everything of value down here. So I shall now proceed back up. Maybe I should have gotten lithium for the reinforcements, because my base is kind of low on... Jeez. It's just... I just bump into nothing. There's like ghosts. Hello. Don't mind me. I would not be a very scrumptious snack, I promise you that. We got a good haul from the gassy base, so, you know. That's pretty swell. From both of them, because we went to the floating island and the second one in the Jellyshroom cavern. So the only one left would be down in the Deep Grand Reef, which is the big one where the cuttlefish egg is and the orange tablet. Hey! Get! Yeah, that's what happens when you enter a joust. I'll take that. But you can't catch me to take it back, can you? We'll just do a little circle here. Because, you know, I'm just trying to grab some barnacles here, you know, not causing harm to a soul. Hey, no, cut it out, He thought I wasn't paying attention anymore. That's the whole thing. But that's the gassy base for the Deep Grand Reef down there. I didn't realize that they'd automatically put it on my HUD, I think it's called. But I hope that you enjoyed the video and hope to see you next time. And as always, thank you for watching.